Phoenix Ryans Falcons going up against Wilson Seahawks.
All right, Larry, somewhat surprisingly, the rain has held off. Just overcast skies so far as you get a look inside CenturyLink Field in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
On second down, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Adrian Claiborne coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. From the gun, it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Seattle. 57 yards. From the shotgun, Wilson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Adrian Claiborne in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Now Wilson on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll try to run with Carson, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back. To the 2. So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Able to slither by. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The play clock's running down. On 1st down, Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. So after the mistake by the offense, it cost him 5 yards. And now 1st and 15. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. On second down, Wilson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On third down, Wilson being chased out left. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he'll go down at the 28. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. 2 yards is the pickup, and that'll be good for a Seattle first down. Wilson. Flushed out right. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Alluding to Wilson, hit. It's loose. It's out, fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Falcons taking over on offense in just a second. And, you know, this year ended in disappointing fashion now. Last year was the ultimate version of heartbreak. But if you're a Falcon fan, was this one was tough to swallow as well, wasn't it?
It certainly was because, let's be honest about it, losing in the Super Bowl, I don't care how you lose, you're in the Super Bowl. You're playing for it all. This team was supposed to be as good or better. Ultimately ended up 10-6, found their way in the playoffs, but didn't get the deep run as they had the year before. So you're exactly right. For Falcons fans, that's a tough one. But this is a team that's built to be good for a long time.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Now Ryan on second down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On third down, Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And now running right through it. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. First down and goal to go from the 7. On the carry, it's Davis. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now Davis, and he will not be denied. Into the end zone, touchdown Seahawks. Mike Davis taking it in, and the Seahawks add on to their lead. Davis now. It's caught outright by Graham. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Andre Roberts now to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis. Some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Charles, earlier we talked a lot about Russell Wilson, what a great job he did last year in 2017 as Seattle's offense is working their way back onto the field, but they're probably going to need to find a running game to alleviate some of that pressure on Wilson, right?
Yeah, you think? I mean, my goodness, when you take a look at what Russell Wilson did, he more than doubled the rushing yardage of Mike Davis, who finished 2nd. And Mike Davis didn't begin the year on Seattle's roster. They went through a number of runners this season, none of them that fit and really hit. Chris Carson, they thought was going to be the guy who got hurt early in the year, but they definitely have to find a running game and get back to playing that Seattle football of run first and let Russell Wilson take over from there.
Second and 10 now. Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Falcons grab it.
It's funny to me
saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. On the return, here's Justin Hardy. Now a hit and a loose football. 20, 10, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And his kick is right through. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
First down. Looking deep for Gabriel. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to him.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And look at this. The punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that it's 2nd down. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here's Allen. So there you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 78 yards. And the Falcons cut into that lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, big.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Adrian Claiborne in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room to run past midfield. The 30, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Mike Davis, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And shedding through the tackle. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Time running out here on the play clock. This looks like a free play for Ryan. He's going to fire this thing deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On first down, Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Wilson looking to throw on second down. Steps away to his left. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Third and long, it's Wilson. And an alley to run. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's fourth down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. On first down, Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Now Wilson on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brooks Reed in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. First down, Ryan. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. 2nd and 10 now, Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, Ryan. And that will be incomplete as well.
Well, I've got to give him some credit there. He tried to sell the out route, tried to sell it hard. And as a receiver, what you're really trying to do is maneuver a defender inside to give yourself a little more cushion breaking to the out. But how about the defender reading it really well, not buying the fake or the maneuver inside, and getting to the sideline and helping break up the pass?
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hall. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 16 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Atlanta. To throw again is Ryan. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons cut into that lead. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brooks Reed in there to bury him for a loss of 11. On 2nd down, Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and forever. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
On 1st and 10, Ryan, and nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Second down now after the incompletion. And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. Second down, here's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep down. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 43 yards. Throwing on first down, Ryan. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
After the success they had on the second play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle to block as the defense just did there?
Sure. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. To throw again, Ryan. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Ryan will throw again. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw is Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brooks Reed able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the interception, here's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Wilson wants to throw it. Dancing to his left. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end.